My name is Marsha Jackson. I'm the project manager for the CDI Youth Project. I've been working here for 15 years. First started off as a volunteer on a video project actually, and then kind of like supported the project, got involved a bit more, and then made my way up to development worker, and then experience and knowledge, and years later becoming the project manager, which is pretty cool. When we first started off, we were working with we only ran holiday times. So like the summer holidays, we ran for 4 weeks, and then we did a Christmas holiday. And then over the years, you could say like over the last 5 years, we expanded to all the holidays, then running residentials. And then in the last 3 years, lottery funded, we were running in the days. You know, we run like 5 days a week. We run some evening activities, weekend activities. So we're pretty much open like 360 days of the year now.
So my name's Neil Holman. I work for community safety team at Oxford City Council. Have a role around children and young people, and in particular diverting them away from crime and antisocial behaviour. So Blackburn Leys, our biggest single estate in Oxford, has a number of issues and a number of problems that we see across the country with large estates. High levels of young people, higher than normal levels of unemployment. And due to that, young people do get involved in crime and antisocial behaviour, generally on a very low level. Boredom can be a big issue, but generally you find that they have less life chances or lower life chances. So one of the things we really try to do is to provide them with those opportunities, with those chances that all young people in the country should have. And the CDI make that happen.
My name's Sharon Heighton. I've worked for CDI in the past. I've done the summer project. I was involved in the consultation that led to us getting the money from the lottery. And the problems that are on the estate, I feel, are around education, employment, housing, and general support. A lot of them are resulting in crime, drugs, no aspirations for themselves, let alone anybody else. Just lack of motivation, really. There's not enough role models, to be fair. There's only a few people doing something, and those that are doing something are working really hard, but if you haven't got a good group of people coming singing from the same hymn sheet, then you know it's going to be difficult for those few that are working hard to try and get those young people to turn around.
Go on then. Lighter. Are you stupid? Skepta. Forward. Skepta. It's not you, it's me. Plastic man. Are you stupid? Blood.
Why you been answering your phone?
I've been busy, bro.
Busy what, man? I'm ringing you and you're not answering your phone.
Yeah, no, Tuesday I've had a few problems and that, and I was a little bit short on the dough. So.
What do you mean you've got a bill short?
3 bills. There's most of it in there.
Are you trying to set me up or something?
Pretty silly.
You having a laugh?
Bro.
Where's my money?
You know what you said, and obviously I ain't actually ready for you yet, but you know what I mean, you just rolled up on me like.
I got something there, right? You get rid of it for me, make yourself a bit of money, we call it quits. Listen, I know you've been...
get out of the game, man.
Nah, man, I know you've been dealing anyway, right? You shift after me, you make yourself some paper, we call it a day.
Fuck it, I'll do it. How much? You're taking a piss, man.
Nah, man. Right, you deal with that, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I'll speak to you soon, yeah?
Yeah, I knew you, mate.
I'm on a bad man thing, what's he on? Drive to your house in a Ford Orion. Drop for the tool, go on then, go on then, go on then. Let me see the lights in the air. Are you stupid in the face? Check the intensive snare. The hi-hat, treble and bass.
My name is Phil. I'm a volunteer youth worker for Blackburn Leys CDI. My role within CDI is I take all the sports activities. I played the character of Vinny, who was a drug dealer, and he was basically, his role in the community as a drug dealer was getting the younger generation of kids to sell drugs for him. I think in this day and age, peer pressure is huge. You know, you've got certain minorities who they've had it tough in life. They're out in gangs. They want to be accepted. So to be accepted, they're willing to get involved with stuff that really they don't want to be involved in. But to be accepted, they're willing to put themselves on the line to be part of a gang. Like I said, the people who come to CDI, they're being given a different outlet in life to not be involved in that, but also to understand that that is happening. I think sometimes the way the peer pressure is, I don't believe that everybody who carries a knife has got the mindset that he's going to go out and hurt somebody. You know, I think the peer pressure is so bad now that, you know, you've got some of the youngsters who feel threatened by peer pressure, feel threatened by gangs. So some of them feel safe in the way of putting a knife in the pocket, thinking, well, if I've got a knife, maybe no one's going to hurt me. Then the problem you've got then is they've got the knife in the pocket, they feel safe because they've got the knife, then all of a sudden they can walk past a gang of lads who they don't particularly get on with. Then the situation can dramatically change because the gang of lads can then put the person in a position where he feels threatened, and then all of a sudden he's thinking, well, hang on, I've got the knife as backup. If I pull the knife out, they're going to be scared and they're not going to want to hurt me. So then they'll pull the knife out, the other group may pull a knife out, and then someone's being stabbed, possibly dying. That doesn't necessarily mean he took the knife out to hurt them, but purely by having the knife to make himself feel safe, things may evolve where now he's looking at a murder. So yeah, it's a tough one. Like I said, I don't believe everybody intentionally goes out carrying knives to intentionally hurt people. Definitely not. I think it's more for safety.
On Geordie Shore then.
I was listening to One Extra.
It's on Geordie Shore, man.
What?
Because I want to watch it. I missed it.
Shit. I don't fuck with it. I don't watch it. I don't entertain it. Where you been anyway? Did you go out last night?
No, I stayed in. Did you go out?
No, I was in bed by 12. I had an early one.
You had an early one?
Yeah, some shit happened.
What happened?
You hear about that man at the top?
No, what happened?
So, a little man got stabbed.
Over what? Like what started?
I don't know, I just heard it was some money. Obviously that's not really my area of expertise. But yeah, man up there got stabbed. The mug's game.
Gonna get me a drink then?
Fuck. Please, talk to me like that. Fucking talk to me like shit. Bitch.
My name's Natty. I've actually been working for the CDI for about 10 years, mainly on the breaks, so the summer holidays, the half terms. But I've recently come on board because I left my former job as a teaching assistant. So I've taken a more full-time role here and mainly to focus on the Arts Awards and also on the job club. I must admit that this project has got a real focus on multimedia. So young people can come along and learn about filmmaking, video, photography. A studio has just been built, which was a former IT hub, and through the big lottery fund, we've managed to be able to convert it into a studio, which is great because then the guys haven't got any financial barrier, because usually if you go to a studio, you've got to pay a certain higher fees and such forth. Here there's no financial barrier, so young people can all come together and gather, which is great because you get beat makers and lyrists and musicians, producers all coming together and sharing and learning together, which I think is great. So it's another way that the CDI are giving the young people a chance for their potential to be fulfilled. Because, you know, a lot of young people have got potential, as we all have, but it's finding the channels and the avenues to get it fulfilled. So that's just a perfect way of the young people being able to reach the heights.
I've been working with CDI for the past 5 years, and it's all about programming of arts and development for them and bring them activities they can enjoy. But for this project, its remit was to engage young people with the issues of guns, knives and gangs, as well as drugs. So where it stemmed from was a lot of brainstorming, and what the young people wanted to do was able to bring that through film. And I think film was a great medium for them to be able to express themselves rather than trying to hit the issue nail on the head, saying about what was the key issue of it all. So what this led them from doing was talking about the key issues of drugs and it being a real concern within the Oxford community, and they wanted for it to be not so stereotypical. So I think the way that they wanted to do this was by having a short script. So with CDI, with its great resources of editing suite and cameras, and being able to work with professional filmmakers, it's able to enhance their understanding of actual film, and it's actually opened their eyes actually for career aspects as well as having the editing suite as well. It's been able to push their own creativity with editing because they're going to have full control of what they're actually trying to say and what they wanted people to understand where they're actually coming from. Also with the radio station, it's also been a great opportunity to create links with open air really, because they can also enhance their verbal communication as well as learning a new skill, and having the opportunity to have the radio station at the back of CDI has also enhanced the experience of being able to have a radio station on our doorsteps.
My name is Rasket, listen to my flow. I socialize in Hackney and Mo. I wear my trousers ridiculously low. I love females, money and crepes. I'm kinda streetwise, I think that you should know. You're not a bad boy, you're putting on the show. You talking back, creeping up on Roscoe. So keep crawling, cause I'm taking steps. My name is Rasket.
Take this. Bruv, hold that for me, innit? Alright, cool. Best.
You're in your neighborhood thinking that you're nang, oh please. You got your people thinking that I'm dang, oh please. But if you try it, I'll make the ratchet bang. No, you could never outplay me, I'm an ace. I'm not a smoker, but I blaze a lot. Sit around puffing, waste my days a lot. I know I shouldn't waste time, cause I ain't got a lot.
Yo. Alright then, say nothing, let's get down with now. It's on, say nothing.
I'm just crazy. Socialize, negotiate, and cut them off. We cut them off, yeah. More socialize, negotiate.
I'd like to get across to young people that at the end of the day, you can get to wherever you want to and be whoever you want to be with hard work. And that sometimes, if you don't get the information you want to get from the people around you, you might have to go a bit further than your little circle and get the information you need that's going to help you to get to where you want to get to, basically. It takes hard work. That's the bottom line. You want to get somewhere, you want to have nice things and get, be one of the people that's earning the dough. You have to work hard to get to that position.
This project is funded by the Home Office, and the film was around guns, gangs and knives. So what we did, we sat down with a group of young people and thought, what ideas, did they want to do? Did they want to do a film? Did they want to do it via music? And it's kind of like, the young people felt that films send such a strong message, and they're watched by a wide audience. So what we did is looked at, what issues could we look at, and the good thing is, because it's coming from the young people, they're living it. So it's kind of like, they looked about choices and consequences, really, and it's morals and ethics, and it's about what young people, peer pressure, and it's kind of like some young people are, kind of like bullied into gang, being in a gang, or some young people being on the receiving end of, being bullied by a gang. So it's kind of like, I think the whole kind of process, has been 100% youth-led, and youth involvement as well, and, that's the kind of like, I say that's the kind of like ethos of CDI as well, is having young people's involvement and participation. That's what makes the project so strong. So like with the film thing, it's kind of like, so they wrote a script, they come up with these ideas, and then they worked with Gerard on the script, Big script, kind of like, big, large script. And, I'm really proud of all the young people that have been involved. And it's kind of like this week when they've been filming, it's been really good to see the level of commitment, and, what the young people have shown. And even though they're not actors, I'm well impressed, very impressed. And we get a lot of feedback from parents, and they're happy that, their young people are coming somewhere, somewhere safe to go, and B, they're doing something positive, and it's kind of like, some parents are shocked when their young people are, when they've seen their young people on like the screen and stuff, and they're like, wow, I didn't even see that side to my child. So we're bringing out a different side, to their children, and it's kind of like, we're well supported by the parents as well. They support the project. We have parents that come in and volunteer on the project as well. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of like, you've got the community behind you,